All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the party. I'm excited. Wow, let's see who we got. If I call out your name, do me a quick favor. Let me know that you can hear me, that you can see the slide. Let's see. I'm just gonna name a couple. Jeffrey, Keith, Martin, Mike, Moore, Bob Moore, Paul Keenan, Roxon, Lux Sebastian, Tim Chan, Marshall Utterback, Wallace, and more people joining in as we speak. You guys are fantastic. Great that you're here. I just want to know, can you hear me loud and clear? And can you see the slide? Let's see. Martin says yes. Jeffrey says loud and clear. Perfect. Now, guys, this is actually live, right? This is 100% live. This is not pre-recorded. So let's make use of that. Let's make it interactive. I can respond to you in real time. So make or pretty much abuse the chat box you have right there or the question box, wherever it is, um, to have an awesome session. I see good audio and visuals. Yes, hey, UK, and I can hear. Awesome, fantastic, perfect. So I think we're all good on the tech side of things. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an absolutely value-packed training. I'm going to hold nothing back. If you've ever attended a training from me before, you know I tend to go all out. Now, today, what we're going to talk about is something you're absolutely going to love. It is the new untapped six-figure agency. It gets clients on demand without paid traffic. And even if you've tried selling services before or have no experience at all. As a matter of fact, the best part of everything that I'm about to show you, my dear friends, is you don't need any marketing experience. I don't care if you started an hour ago, this will still work for you. Now, if you already have some, that's awesome, right? It is without starving to find clients and leads. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make sure that will be the most literally the littlest or not even a problem at all, because we know from looking in the industry that's usually a huge roadblock people run into. How do I get clients? Where do I find clients? We're going to make sure that's the least of your worries. And last but not least, without spending weeks of learning, something you can get up and running with today. Because let's face it, there are a lot of great softwares and products and services and coaching, etc., but it's all such a huge learning curve. You don't have time. You need clients today. So we removed all of the learning curve, made it as easy as possible for you to hit the ground running today and start seeing some awesome results. Now, if there's one thing you need to know about me, ladies and gentlemen, I do these webinars often. I always keep it 100% real, meaning I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm not going to do and pretend like things aren't like the way they are. I'm going to tell you exactly what you might not want to hear, because I believe that's what you need to absolutely succeed. So with that being said, I know for a fact you want to start seeing the results online, and the sooner the better, right? That's nothing to be ashamed about. You want results, and if it's up to you, you're not even watching this webinar, right? You're like, skip the whole webinar, just show me what I need to do, click the buttons that I need to click to make it happen, right? And I know, and that's exactly how I was, and how I still am actually. I just want results. And because of that, I also know that this is not the first time you're attending such a training, right? I'm not gonna be the first guy or have been the first guy that told you, hey, here's a way to build a six-figure agency, right? I'm not gonna sit and pretend like I am. You've probably heard this 100, if not a million times before. But if that has been the case, you've heard a lot of promises, empty promises for that matter, and you still haven't seen any significant results so far. You maybe attended webinars and did all the stuff they told you to do. No results or significant results have happened thus far. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, and I always say this, I want you to be aware that honestly, nowadays, it is not your fault. It is just not your fault. I don't know the last time you looked at the industry, it is overcrowded, overloaded with useless information, flash in the pan gurus, and still missing crucial pieces of the puzzle. Like, how do you get traffic? How do you have a solid offer that people want over and over again? Basic things like that are long and forgotten, and they keep showing shiny bells and whistles and objects, forgetting the core on how you actually can simply start an online business. So if you haven't seen any significant results so far, I just want to let you know it's not your fault. The industry is upside down right now, right? There will be a lot of gurus telling you, hey, you need to work harder, you need to invest more. It's your fault. You didn't buy all the products, you didn't sacrifice enough, knowing darn well that they're just giving you a little bit and not enough to complete the money puzzle, because they believe if you complete the money puzzle, then they're afraid you don't need them anymore and you won't buy their products anymore. Now, we do not like to play that game. We actually want you to get to the top of the mountain, and we want to be responsible for the ones getting you there and getting you those awesome results. So with that being said, let's start off with some solid principles. Ladies and gentlemen, principle number one, and I want you to pay very close attention, the principle of true freedom. The easiest way to true freedom and quitting your job is by having predictable recurring income. It's as simple as that. You cannot quit your job based on some mediocre, half-assed results that you never really can depend on, or you never know if you're going to sign a client. You need recurring. So you have that backbone. You have that peace of mind knowing not only today, but the month after and the month after, you are set. Until that happens, you will always be running around in circles wondering where's your next paycheck coming from. And it will never give you that security to tell other financial obligations goodbye. You need a recurring income to build true freedom. Principle number two is the principle of recurring success. The fastest way to a recurring income is helping local businesses with a no-brainer offer. It's the easiest. Local businesses and even international businesses are always looking for ways to expand. They literally have a budget set aside for stuff like this. And they need to spend money on things so they can show it in their tax records, or else they have to pay a lot. They'll say, hey, you made a lot of profit, you didn't buy anything new, so you're going to have to give us a lot of money, right? But if it shows, hey, we actually bought a lot of products and services to help our business grow, their tax number goes down. So they're always looking for stuff. So it's the easiest way to build a recurring business. Now, after today's training, ladies and gentlemen, you will have expert level marketing skills, which will allow you to make money online on demand. That is my big and uttermost big promise right here. And I know that you're going to absolutely love it. So just so you know that you're in good hands here today, who is the man, the myth, the legend, Victory Post? Some of you know him, some not. Done well over 1 million sitting in the PayPal account right there. I don't want to say that's more than enough, but it goes to show that the man knows a thing or two about how to make money online, how to surface businesses, both in different niches, in different business models. You're actually dealing with the real deal on the spot here. And I want you to be aware of that, because this is live. How often do you get the chance to sit live with someone that can explain you the ropes and has the best of intentions to get you results? Now, we don't like to toot our own horns here for too much, but what we are super proud of, and you'll hear us brag about nonstop, is client and student results, right? We can sit about these all day long. We love to show them, right? Farley saying, hey, I bought into several trading programs, yada, yada, yada. I mean, being part of these transformations, that's what does it for us. So what I'm going to share with you today, ladies and gentlemen, is not information. You might be shocked. Wait a minute, I thought I was getting on this webinar to get some info. That's my whole goal here. I want to gain some information. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to disappoint you. You do not need more information. As a matter of fact, the information game is over. You need transformation. You need practical and actionable steps that have a direct impact on your business and or personal life. How much more info do you want? As a matter of fact, if you're so eager to get info, by all means, log off the webinar right now, go to your local library, sit down quietly, read a book, and you'll have all the info you want. Or the alternative method, just hop on YouTube, type in how to do XYZ, and you'll get all the info videos you want. You do not need more info. You know that. You need transformation, actionable steps. And I'm very, very enlightened to share those with you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me know real quick in the chat box. Let's see if you're wide awake. Who is staying until the end? Who's in it to win it? Because if you do, you'll get on the house, a webinar attendance bonus package just for spending your time with us here today, because time is one of the most expensive currencies alive, right? You can never get more of it, and we feel you need to get compensated for that at the very least, outside of all the value we'll be sharing today. So let me know in the chat box. Only if you comment yes right now and you stay until the end, you get the webinar bonus package. So let me know who's staying. I see Sebastian. I see Martin. Yes. Prospect says yes. Mark says yes. Marshall says yes. There you guys are. Awesome. Daniel says yes. I'm staying. I love you guys. You're fantastic. Keep that up, right? I got the chat box open. Let's have some fun. Awesome. We're staying until the end. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive right in. The three things I'll be sharing with you today. Secret number one is monthly profits. The absolute number one service that businesses will continue to pay you for every single month without being an expert. You're gonna love this one. Secret number two, clients on demand. This simple approach we created ourselves to land recurring clients whenever you want. And last but not least, instant success, how to immediately get your first monthly paying client today. Now, my dear friends, I have to ask this. I always do. Which of these secrets are you looking most forward to? Which of these secrets are you looking most forward to learn? Is it number one, monthly profits? Let me know in the chat box. Is it number two, clients on demand? Or is it number three, instant success? I can't wait to see your responses. Let me open up. Let's see which of the ones you're just dying to learn more about. I see someone saying all of them. Martin is saying number one. Paul saying all three. Mark says number three. I love it. I love it. I love it. What's the all-time favorite? I see number two, all three again. Or rest assured, they're going to be all super fantastic and powerful. Um, Without further ado, guys, let's dive right in. Let's dive right in. Secret number one, and thank you for letting me know. Petri says number one, please. Well, good for you. We're gonna start with number one. Patel says all three. You guys are awesome. Now here you go. Secret number one, the absolute number one service that businesses will continue to pay you for every single month without being an expert. Now, quick heads up. If you haven't been paying any attention so far, you were like, all right, here's another webinar. Let me put it on the background. Let me do my own thing. You're on your phone simultaneously. You're working on a project on the side. If you haven't been doing that so far, okay. It's okay. I forgive you. No hard feelings, right? But from here on forward, oh, it's game time. We're about to dive in. And if you're still lingering on your phone and doing something on the side or having this run on the background, I can assure you might as well walk off right now, because if you want to have inevitable success, you want to make sure food is coming onto your table every single month, because this is literally your livelihood. This is what's going to pay the bills. It's going to afford you to get your food on the table every single day. If you take that in the least or the slightest bit serious, you want to turn that phone upside down right now, close any additional tabs, and pay very close attention, because I don't know about you, but I do not like to play with my food, right? So with that being said, let's dive right in. I'm going to share everything through stories, because it has been proven that people retain information the best through storytelling. That's why we have stories since ancient times. And just pay very close attention to the mistakes I've made, the successes I've had, and then you'll know what to do and what not to do. Paul, smart man, I see you. Let's find out. Here we go. Now, I remember my first time trying to find a good service to sell to local businesses, right? And when it comes to finding a good service to sell to local businesses, I always have these two non-negotiable rules when looking for a good offer to sell. And rule number one is I want to offer something that I can be proud of by impacting other people's businesses, right? Something that whenever a person in a social setting asks me, what do you do for a living? I don't feel awkward or weird explaining something like, well, I sell clicks for to shady make money offers, right? I don't want to do something vague. I want something that other people be proud of. Like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, not good for you, right? So I want something that's ethical, that sounds good, and that has an impact on other people's business. Now, my second rule is something I always really wanted, And that was the fact that I wanted a simple 10K on my business and that the offer needed to sell itself, right? I don't want something that I really have to convince the business owner and they don't get it and they don't know what it is and it's new. And I have a whole lot of back and forth and persuasion and explaining. I just want the business owner to see, oh, that makes sense. Yes, right? Like I always say, a person's house is on fire and you sell the fire extinguisher. That's the easiest deal there is, right? Oh, your house is on fire? I have a fire extinguisher. There is no reason for the house owner or business owner to say no, right? Like, no, I don't, you need to really convince me on that fire extinguisher because why would, no, it's like, please sell it to me right now. My house is on fire. That's the kind of offer I'm always looking for, right? And that's the kind of offers, that's the first lesson I want to give you that you should be looking for. Think of yourself, is this a kind of a commodity additional offer that's just a nice add-on but not really necessary? Or is it something that's solving an absolute pain and it's a no-brainer to buy? Because if you have an arsenal of those kinds of offers, well, then it will be super easy from the get-go to get clients, right? Now, I went on and all these businesses have an online presence. So I started looking, right? Coaches, affiliate marketers, agency and service providers, bloggers, course vendors, e-commerce businesses, influencers, and not to forget small businesses, right? The cornerstone of all. And I started listing down all the ways and different services out there to help them. Now, little did I knew or did I came to find out is that a lot of these current business models, and I said this last time on a webinar as well, they just have mass competition. They have mass competition. Let me know if if you started to notice this as well. Everybody is a social media marketer. Every dog and his neighbor and his next door neighbor is a social media marketer. Every kid around the block is a social media marketer, right? Everyone does digital advertising. Everyone suddenly can do website creation. It has become such, I don't want to say saturated because there's still a lot of opportunity and you can still do really good with them. But it's going to be a lot harder because there's so many courses on this and so many people start a similar business. There's literally little to no uniqueness anymore when it comes to this. Ladies and gentlemen, does this make sense so far? Let me know in the chat box. Are you following along? Does this make sense? Just give me a quick yes. It's all good, right? Social media marketing, Facebook ad management, like businesses get bombarded by the boatloads with this. Martin says yes, Gary says totally, Paul says yes, Frank says yes, perfect. Now, I'm gonna need a second yes from you right after this because who wants me to share this simple business model that clients pay me $1,500 for every single month? Comment yes, right? Right, Jeffrey says dozens of emails selling basic services, right? Businesses get bombarded with the same old every day. Martin says, please, yes. Guys, I love it. I need to see if you're in it to win it, right? Now, I already know the secret. You're the ones that need to prove if you really want it. I see Paul, yes, Petri, yes, give it to me. I love you guys. I'm just teasing. Here we go. So, let me carry on. Because I was so caught up, true story, I was so caught up in my research, I totally forgot to do groceries for dinner, right? I'm literally telling you how it went. I was like, all right, let me find a new business model, a new offer to sell. And I was searching and searching and like social media marketing, yeah, competitive, digital marketing agency, yeah, competitive. And before I knew it, like time goes so fast. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't do any groceries. Like I need some food. So I was kind of forced to order some food online. And here's what's crazy. I went and looked up some good restaurants. And I want you to pay very close attention to what happened next. This was way more of a challenge than I expected it to be, right? All of a sudden, I was reading testimonials left, right, and center for the different restaurants. And I'm like, well, I don't want to order there. Like one of them said, oh, great food, but we had to wait for like 2 hours. I'm like, I'm hungry now. I just want something small to eat. I'm not gonna wait 2 hours. Skip. So what happened is that business just lost the potential client, which was me, because of that review. And I went to another one. Another one said, well, um, the food was fast, but the food was kind of okay. It was not hot. It was kind of cooled down. I had to microwave it myself, and I'm like, oh man, I don't want cold food. Skip. And these restaurants are losing clients based on these reviews, and some of them are honest, but some reviews didn't even make sense, right? For example, and this is a funny one that I want to read out. Jenny said, I ordered a pizza and delivered half of a pizza to me. And the owner said, well, listen, you ordered a calzone. It comes like this. Now, I don't know if you know what a calzone is, depending on where you are in the world, but let me just actually Google it for you. A calzone is literally kind of a half a pizza, right? It looks like this, and it's stuffed with ingredients that you would normally find on a pizza. So Jenny literally got what she ordered, yet she left a 1-star review saying, hey, I thought I was getting a full-blown pizza. Apparently, she didn't know what a calzone was. So it was really, in my opinion, unfair towards the business owner to get a 1-star review. But in all seriousness, this was costing a lot of businesses, and it's still costing a lot of businesses a lot of money, because one bad review can scare away 5 to 6 clients without you even knowing it. So being the entrepreneur that I am, I just reached out to the business and I asked to speak with the owner, right? So I ordered some food and I said, hey, by any chance, is the owner in? And the young delivery boy was like, yeah. So I'm like, can you put him on for me real quick? It's like, okay. And he said the boss, and the boss was great, right? So I immediately had a connection with him. Petri says, are you serious? Calzone is yummy. It is, right? So the delivery boy handed the phone to the boss, and he said, well, he thought I was going to complain. He thought, oh boy, here we go again. And I told him, like, man, are you aware that of these reviews you're getting? Like, looks like you run a great place, but some reviews are really bad. I'm not sure. I just wanted to tell you this. It just maybe you want to do something about it. A little to my surprise, or he said, hey, we're totally aware of the problem, and I know we're leaving money on the table. Here are the pain points he mentioned to me. I just don't have time to sit behind the laptop all day, right? I got my hands tied. I need to manage my staff. I'm in the kitchen myself too. I don't have time to sit on these little websites and reply to each and every individual. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Of course you can. You're the business owner. He said, also, I don't know how to fix it and where to start, right? You have Yelp, and you have Google reviews, and you have Foursquare, and you have the Facebook business page. Like, do I need to open 5 tabs? And it's too much. I said, okay, another valid point. And then he said, and also, what do I say to each person, right? I'm not a copywriter. I'm like, again, you're making a valid point. And then he said the last thing that just took it home for me. He said, well, you know what, I would happily pay someone to manage it, but I don't really know. I've never really looked into if there are agencies or services that do something like this. But yeah, it's something we'd love to fix, because like you said, it's losing us customers, and it's scaring existing customers away because of one bad review that might or might not be honest. And that's when it dawned on me, for starting an easy 10K a month local reputation agency, to make sure the community loves you. And I took him on as a trial client. And before I knew it, the next came in, and the next came in. And the easiest part of this is, and I know we're not talking about traffic yet, but business owners know business owners, right? So when I tell them, hey, do you know any more businesses that might want help with this? And they give me a list of, hey, my buddy runs this place. A girlfriend of mine owns a gym. Definitely help her out with that. And all of a sudden, I have a lot of recommendations. And I have a thriving local reputation agency and offer and service that is not as common and popular, and is desperately needed for a lot of businesses. Because here's the thing, businesses know that one bad rumor can spread like a wildfire, burning their revenue, especially in small communities. Let's say there's a local Joe gym, and like one person didn't even go to the gym. They just read something online about gyms in general, and um, now said to the friend, hey, I wouldn't go to that gym if I were you. Didn't you know gyms do this and this? And now all of a sudden that person says it to that person, that person says it to that person, That person have one experience post, and all of a sudden, gym owner's like, where are my people going? Why am I not getting more people? Not knowing people are talking on Facebook, they're talking on Yelp, they're talking on Google My Business, and it's spreading throughout the entire community. One bad rumor or one bad experience can shut the door if not attended to in time or properly by the business owner. So, ladies and gentlemen, my question to you is, can you see, Ivan, this is absolutely live. Can you see why business owners would love you to solve this problem before it's too late and pay good money for it? Let me know in the chat, but give me a quick yes if you understand totally why business owners would be more than happy to pay you to manage their entire reputation online, because they have no clue a lot of times how this digital world works. It goes too fast for them. So let me know, can you see why business owners would love you to solve this problem for them before it's too late? It's like, hey, please take this out of my hands. Whenever a person leaves a review, do your magic and make sure they either get a proper response, make sure that it looks good for other people that read it, do whatever you need to do so we do not suffer. Here is $1,000 a month. We'll expense it. It's a tax write-off for us. We can do tax deduction. We pay you $1,000 so our reputation is being upheld. Easy, right? So I see Paul saying yes. Ivan says thank you. You're welcome, brother. CC says yes. I see oh yeah, and Sebastian says yes, right? Think about all the hotels, spas, restaurants, daycares, old age homes, very untapped niche, ladies and gentlemen. Like, people read the heck out of those reviews before they send or try to look for such a place. Education and schools, also big time. Car dealers, gyms, e-commerce stores, right? These are just niches that are craving and desperately need their reputations to be upheld. Like a daycare. Imagine what one bad, that's people's children we're talking about. If one mom or dad sees a bad review about a child, well, rest assured that that business is going to lose a lot of money. Like, even if it's not true, if I read something like that, um, I'm not gonna take my child there. I'm sorry, I don't want to take chances. And if it's not addressed or the other side of the story has never been shown, right? The daycare comes in, well, this is not entirely what happened, ma'am. You're just angry because this and that, right? If that doesn't happen, I only know one side of the story. You're losing me as a customer. As a matter of fact, we have a lot of early bird students who chose that as a niche after our recommendation, and they're crushing it. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you absolutely loved secret number one, easy monthly profits, the absolute number one service that businesses will continue to pay you for every single month without being an expert. Let me know in the chat box if you loved secret number one so we can carry on to secret number two. Let's see. Love number one. Awesome. Thank you, man. I love you guys. You guys are great. I love the interaction here. You are awesome. I wish we were in a physical like seminar room, everybody on their chair, shouting, clapping. Martha says love it. Sebastian says I love it. Boom, boom. Number one. Awesome. All right. You guys are fantastic. Let's head on to secret number two. CC, I see you saying yes. Perfect. So secret number two is clients on demand. The simple approach we created to land recurring clients whenever you want. So here's the thing. Now that I had this business model, I was like, this is freaking fantastic. This is so easy. I don't barely have to do or get any clients because this works insanely well on referrals. You can dominate an entire local town. Like, everyone will use you as the go-to guy. So like every starting rookie, I actually started to browse hours through Google trying to find potential businesses, right? I went to Google, I typed in, I did everything manual. So here, and let's say restaurants in New York, and I go and kind of search, and it says New York basement, um, like Manhattan restaurant. This is apparently a French restaurant. Han Dynasty. I would go to the site, I'd look the website, and then I would have to look for the about us, and then boom, I actually already saw it. If I go back it was right here, right? I would take this email, like everything manual, and it's okay. It just takes some time, right? And it's such a one by one thing. And I also like need to scan, do they have the reviews? How are the reviews going? Is it being managed? And especially if a business gets a lot of reviews, like the more, the harder it is to manage, the harder they need you. Like if a business only gets like 3 reviews every now and then, they might still need you, but they can probably handle the volume themselves. But a business that gets like 797 reviews, and that's only on Google, right? Let alone all the other places, Facebook, Yelp, Foursquare, Capterra, depending on what kind of business it is, they'll need a lot more, right? They need a lot more hands-on. So I go to the reviews, I go to like the 1-star reviews, um, takeaway cocktails is 7, 8. So here's the thing, like they put great reviews here just in between, but the business is not even coming back and attending to the good reviews. They're not using the social proof to give it that extra touch, saying, hey Jake, loved you for being here, can't wait to welcome you back again. As a matter of fact, next time you get a drink on us. Well, do you think Jake is gonna come back next time when he sees such a review, or response to his review? Of course, right? So a lot of ways that you can leverage and get more money out of existing reviews as well that businesses do not know about, right? So so I go to the reviews and I spot, so I can go to lowest like this. Love a place that's open until 9:30, but it closes at 9 p.m. I received the incomplete order, like all these horrible reviews. So I do that, and then I screenshot a few, I send them a mail, kind of manual process, right? And it's super easy to get clients, but I was just in a stage where I needed to find a quick and easier way to have a data bank just full of potential clients, meaning I wake up, I sit behind my laptop, and have a full-blown list of people I want to work with instead of going one by one. So I know once they get introduced to your solution, they'll immediately want to contact you and discuss their option. I mean, this is just a no-brainer service. So here's the thing. Paul, I'll address those questions, man. I'll address those questions. I promise you, brother. So, so Paul, for everyone that's asking, he's asking what review sites or platform does this work on? I'll get to that in a second. Rest assured, it's all the important ones. So after tons of research, we actually developed a powerful AI software that supplies an abundance of leads 24/7 for instant success. Who wants to see the software we developed to just spew out in any niche, and it gives us a different kind of a different list each time based on the keywords we give it? Who wants to see the software? Me, please. Awesome, 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 awesome. Bring it. Martin says, bring it. Show us the AI puppy. Me, all right, I'm convinced. You guys convinced me. So here's the thing. I'm honestly, it's nothing fancy. We kept it like, because like I said, we use it for ourselves, right? It wasn't intended to be sold or anything. So we kept, you're gonna see from the design perspective, it's super simple. It's just blunt, right? No fancy whistles. We just wanted a functioning software. We went back and forth with the developers over and over again to just make sure it does what it does. So here's the thing. You go to lead generation, you click on find leads, which takes you to this page it's already on. And let's say I want to go for restaurants, right? Since we were talking about restaurants. And the address, I don't know, what's a good place? London? Let's say we want restaurants in London. So it takes places from Google, right? So I can literally take any address you can think of. I can be local or international with it. I just do London Bridge. I know there are a lot of restaurants there. Radius distance. I click search. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to do all the searching myself. Within seconds, the AI is going to crawl on the web, do a search, and basically do everything I was doing manually. And that's what me and the developer went back and forth over. I told him, hey, I wanted to do this. I wanted to find and see the amount of reviews it has. I wanted to understand where to search. I wanted to be specific to the audience I'm looking for. So look at this. It immediately spewed out everything, right? Padella, I can see 3,676. Oh, they definitely need help, right? Asenheims, I see the address, I have their email, I have their phone number, I have their website. They have 377 reviews. I can copy right away and put them in a specific list, right? That I have to create a list here. Are you seeing the power of this? Are you seeing how easy I made it for myself to just find and get leads over and over again? And we have the outreach emails. Like, that's the easy part. You just copy and paste. It's a standardized emails that proven to convert. But are you seeing how easy we made it to just find and get clients over and over again? And if I click search again, it will give me a different set, right? Or if I change the keyword or change the address. So that is the simple software that we just use to wake up, get a list of leads thrown at us. We send the emails, we're done, right? Yeah, Mike, it's like I said, it's doing everything I did basically on Google myself. Can you go specific? Yeah, so if I want Chinese restaurants only, it's Chinese restaurants only. Does it work for France? Of course it does. I just picked London. I'm nowhere near London. I'm Europe myself. It works all over the world, right? Like I said, guys, it works in the same way if I were to do everything manually. I just was tired of the manual hassle, so I did myself a favor by just automating the entire bunch. It goes to Google, which is access to the entire web, entire world, so it's not place specific, and it can use the exact words. If I want Chinese restaurants, I type in Chinese restaurants, right? So I hope that made sense right there. Because with this, you immediately have access to tons of leads in literally any niche. I see sweet and smooth, simple and effective, nice looking AI puppy. Awesome. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So this gave us an absolute unfair advantage. And once again, guys, if you're gonna ask me all the like ins and outs and what is the code uses and the this and the that, I'm not a coder or developer, right? Like I said, I went to a software guy. I made some good money from the business. I said, listen, is there a way for us to automate this and do the exact same things? He gave me some prototypes. We went over it again. I told him I want to see the reviews. It didn't show the reviews. I want to see the phone numbers and emails, not just emails. Then he updated, and he made it happen, and it works, right? So it gives us an absolute unfair advantage across the board. Yes, you can download the entire list to a CSV file, and you can upload it to an autoresponder if you wish. I believe we even have autoresponder integration by now. Have to double check that. So do you see how incredibly easy it is to get started, right? This is how our early bird students are enjoying recurring profits. We go to businesses and say, hey, you have thousands of reviews, and a lot of them, pretty much all of them, are unattended to, and they know that. Do you want our help to turn those existing reviews into raving fans and the bad reviews into good ones? Because honestly, if I'm looking for a product or service, and it doesn't have to be restaurants, right? It can be any business type or softwares. I'm looking for the worst reviews because everybody's going to talk good about it. I want to see what happened to the worst case scenario so I know I'm good, right? And that's how a lot of people are. So you want to make sure those are attended to and addressed in a proper way so that even it shows a 1 star, you still see a good response and you see that the business cares about their customers. Ladies and gentlemen, are you seeing how incredibly easy it is to get started? Give me a quick yes, so I know we're all on the same page. Let's see, let's see, let's see. And that, by the way, takes us to the completion of secret number 2. We're on a roll. CC says yes. Sebastian says yes. Martin says yes. I see another yes. Yes and yes from CC. What a fun name, CC. Awesome. You guys are freaking fantastic. So I think we're about to get to the moment you've all been waiting for. And thank you guys for your energy in the room. I love it. I love it. So we covered monthly profits. You understand the business model that is quite frankly untapped. Meaning there's not a gazillion courses on it and every guru's preaching start a social media marketing agency, start a reputation agency. No, right? It is low key and it's a service that businesses don't get a lot of times, nor are they aware that something like this exists, right? So they're good there. Clients on demand, we have the software and toolkit to just get clients. Or if you still want to go the manual route, by all means, feel free to do so, but we just made it a whole lot simpler. And last but not least, the moment we're coming into now is instant success, how to immediately get your first monthly paying client. So my question to you is, and I want all of you, that means Aiden, Cece, and I see your question, Aiden, answer is yes. Sebastian, Martin, Media Prospect, Cece, Girish, I want all of you to answer me this. If we actually help you and do this with you and for you, let me repeat that again, with you and for you, meaning we set you up with the number one absolute service that business will continue to pay you for every single month. We make sure that's taken care of. We help you get clients on demand, meaning not only are we going to give you access to the client getting software, we're giving you the outreach scripts and everything you need, literally following our exact footsteps to choose any niche, because there's so many businesses. Like during this talk, 2 or 3 new businesses have opened up at the Chamber of Commerce, right? So there's like a zillion of businesses for everyone to work with. We get you and help you with getting clients on demand and also giving you the agency structure, all of that, and we give you the tools to deliver the service, to go out there and immediately have satisfied clients. If we do that with you and for you, my dear friends, my question to you is, do you see yourself running, at the very least, a profitable agency with all of our help to get clients? Let me know. Of course. Yes, absolutely. Girish, yes. Yes. Awesome. Of course, says Gears. I love it. I love it. Right? So the reason I'm asking this is not just for the hype and the buzz. No, but really, I want to see if you truly believe you can do this. Right? Because I can literally fly over to your house right now. And don't worry, I'm not a stalker. I'm not going to do that. But what I'm trying to say is, if I knock on your door right now and I tell Aiden or Sebastian or Martin or any of the other beautiful people here, for hey, let's sit down. Where's your computer? Let's get to work. And you're looking me dead in the eye saying, well, I don't believe I can do this. Well, then there's a disconnect. You need to have a conversation with the man or woman in the mirror and see if you really believe in yourself and if you really want this. Now, from what I'm seeing in the chat whatsoever, I see everybody saying, yes, I believe I can do this, because at the end of the day, it all starts with belief. If you don't believe you can actually do this, even if it's so freaking simple, find a business that has a lot of reviews, offer them to help them manage the reviews. The business has money. Well, what's $1,000 to you? Do you know how much a chair costs in a restaurant? A chair alone can be $500, right? Depending on what kind of a table. Last time you went shopping for a table, tables are $1,000, right? And those don't bring in, well, in a sense, they do get revenue because people can sit there. But you making sure their reputation is high, that's a skill and ability they heavily need. So I want you to be aware of the skill you're about to get and have in your possession, and how crucial it is for businesses and why they want you so much. It's a no-brainer. House is on fire, you have the fire extinguisher. So I see a lot of yeses. Yes, I'm planning to provide this service anyways. Awesome, Aiden. I loved it. Gary says, you're amazing. I've been through a lot. Awesome. Thank you, Gary. I love you. I love you. You're conducting a webinar like a webinar should be. Thank you. I know I can. I'm a newbie and I can totally understand your approach. Awesome. All right. So with that being said, I want you to pay very close attention. You guys are freaking fantastic. It's demo time, right? I'm gonna show you kind of the ins and outs of the tool, of the software, to give you a sense of how it works and how easy it is, right? I think that's the most important thing. So let me actually just log in to the LocalCentric app here. Boom. And it's super simple, right? So this is the main dashboard. First of all, let's say I'm signing restaurant businesses. I can like create profile and it says restaurants. Boom. And I can accumulate all my restaurants in this portfolio, right? So for example, in hotels, I have like 2 or 5 accounts in the hotel section. So I'm gonna start with an existing one, and I can immediately see and grab reviews from all these platforms. And I think Paul, you're still with us. I think you're the one that was asking for this. Which platforms does it support? And these are the main ones people leave review on, right? Google, Capterra. This one is mainly for softwares. Facebook Facebook pages, Trustpilot, Yelp, Amadeus, Foursquare. This is where people get their info from to know if they want to move forward with a business before they purchase or before they visit. So we, in one click, can get all the info we need from a business on all these platforms at the same time, right? Super powerful. So for example, let's say I take Capterra. If we go to Capterra, right? Boom. Gary says, nice platform. Thank you. I'm just gonna put it in English for you guys. There you go. All right, so let's say I'm looking for a software, let's say we're talking about restaurant. Let's talk about restaurant softwares. Let's say I'm a restaurant owner, or we have a restaurant software. So let's see, all, boom. All right, this is where I'm gonna see all the reviews, right? Where people generally look up reviews to see, is this good, is this bad? So let's say I want to view this one. I can take the link, boom. So let's say I'm working with this guy, and he wants more reviews. He wants to be the #1 restaurant system provider in, like, maybe even worldwide, right? So I go to Capterra. I'll add him as a business. I put my name, for example, boom, email, submit, and it's right now gonna drag all the Capterra info on that business. And it's the same process for all the other ones, right? With Google, it's a code, but in general, it's all the same. You just follow the steps, and it's gonna acquire all the data, and will keep acquiring all the data. So whenever a new review comes in, it will show up on my end as well. So this is your main hub, your main dashboard, where you operate from, where you sit and earn at least 1,000 a month from each business from handling their reviews, making sure it's monitored, right? So give it a second to integrate, because right now it's kind of fetching all the reviews, all the information that it has on that particular business. In the meanwhile, let me see if is there any questions. Is the Better Business Bureau BBB available for the United States market? Good question. Good question, Mike. I'll have to look into that for you. I'll let you know. Meanwhile, I'll let it load up. It's taking a little bit longer than usual. I think because I'm live streaming, always takes up a little bit more energy from our data, especially on the data I am right now. No worries, let me just refresh real quick. Boom. Okay, let's see. Is it in there? Capterra, Actifo, Recruity. All right, so let me do that again. And if it takes too long, I'm just gonna go with the existing ones that I have in there already. Boom. I think it's because I already have the name. So let's say Dennis, David, International. Let's do that at gmail.com. All right. So give it a warmer shot. If not, we'll just go with the, oh, there we go, right? I think it was because I already used those details, right, for another business. So here's what we want to do next. We can do the same thing for Google My Business, Facebook Business, Yelp, Trustpilot, and Capterra. So if I want to look at all the reviews from Capterra, I go to the dashboard right here, and I only see all the updates on Capterra, right? The 5 stars, the 4 stars, the 3 stars, the 1 stars, and I can see them, right? Now, what I want to do, let's say for Google My Business, I want to have a look at the reviews that are coming in. I have a nice and clean dashboard here where I can see all the reviews. So let's say this person is saying, hey, false location, it's not properly updated. Now, if we go to Google and we see, hey, this is perfect location, this person is lying, or they don't intend to lie, they maybe just saw it wrong. And now we have a 1-star validation because of something we couldn't even do anything about, right? So we can come on here and reply saying, hey, Kara, sorry to see that apparently you have visited the wrong location. After double checking Google, we do see that it is the exact address. Please double check as well, right? Boom. So boom, reply done, right? Super easy. Now you might already be wondering, well, I don't want to go and do that for each things. Me neither, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna auto reply, and this is my favorite feature, guys. For all, so let's say I'm gonna add a new auto reply. I'm gonna do for all 5 stars. I just want to say, or all 4 stars, right? I just want to say, hey, thank you so much for your high star review. Can't wait to welcome you back. As a matter of fact, next time, mention your review and you'll get drinks on us, right? That's always a quick tip we give business owners, like, hey, incentivize people to come back. And then they say, hey, they show their review at the reservation, and that just gives them one free Coke, right? Or free drink because of that. Um, Show your review at our reception, right? And that just gets a lot, like businesses are like, oh my God, this is mind blown. I never thought of this. They see you as genius marketers, right? Super easy. So I add in full name, location name, all that good stuff. But I set it as for all 5 and 4 stars, right? I can also create templates beforehand so I don't have to type it anymore. Also, if I have multiple locations of the business or just one particular location, so everyone that visited the cappuccino, that one it happens for. And I submit, and it now will do that automatically for each 5 or 4 star review. We can do the same thing on Facebook, Yelp, Trustpilot, Capterra, right? It's super powerful. Now, let's say I want to do another automation for all 2 and 1 star reviews. I would say something like, sorry to hear um, that you haven't had such an amazing experience. I would love to welcome you back and make sure you will leave with an absolute 5 star experience next time. Now, if I'm a person that's looking to visit the restaurant or the gym or the spa, and I see this reply from the business, I'm like, okay, they got a bad review, but at least they're taking responsibility and they're trying to make up for it. So that just gives me a lot more confidence in the business to go and visit it either way instead of scaring me away, right? Does that make sense? So I can set up the auto replies and have them do it for Google My Business. It's all the same, right? So if I would have to demo it over and over again, we would sit here like wasting time. It's the same for Google, Facebook pages, Yelp, Amadeus, and all that good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, are you loving the software so far? Like, I just went through it. Obviously, once you're in, you can dig in and do your whole thing. We have training on it. But let me know, just in general, are you loving the software so far? Like, you can run a brand reputation agency from the comfort of your own laptop. You can automate pretty much 90% of the work. Businesses have the confidence that that side of their business is taken care of because image and social proof is everything, right? We all know how fast it is with digital nowadays. So I see, yes, this is heaven. It looks great. Yes, Sebastian says yes. Martin says yes. David says yes. Yes, very nice. Awesome, awesome. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, LocalCentric is going to turn you into a profitable agency owner in 3 simple steps. Now, I do have to laugh a little bit, and I don't mean this in a wrong way, but someone in the chat is asking me how to make money with this. Um, I just a double check for me. Does everyone understand how you make money with this? And that I'm not trying to put you on the spot or make fun of you, but maybe you joined late, and maybe that's the case. But if you're wondering how to make money with this, maybe this is not for you because it should be so apparent that you understand I have a service that can help businesses uphold their reputation, make their reputation better. Businesses are dependent on their reputation to get more business through the door. They don't have time to do it themselves. They either don't have the manpower, the expertise, or ability to manage so many platforms at the same time whilst having a business to run. That's where we come in. They pay us a fee, 1,000, 1,500, anything, and we do that from the comfort of our own laptop for 5, 6, 7 businesses from one single dashboard. They happily pay us. They literally send out thank you letters. Thank you for keeping our reputation so solid. We couldn't have done it without you. And that's why you get paid. So I hope that little recap explanation made sense, brother. If not, I don't know what to tell you. I see someone saying, I've been making money doing this manually for 2 years. Oh, wow. Then this will be perfect for you. Awesome. All right. So just to recap, it's 3 simple steps. Step number 1, select the local business you want to work with. Step number 2, let the app monitor and respond to reviews across social media for multiple businesses from a single account, just like I showed you. And step number 3, obviously, get paid big bucks for your services every single month from every client, right? If you do this for 3 businesses, that's an additional 3K a month, and you can just manage this once a day. You check into the software, you see if everything is okay, and you carry on with your day, right? So with that being said, who wants to know everything you're getting today if you get the LocalCentric bundle? Who wants to know everything you're getting today if you get the LocalCentric bundle deal? Because we're gonna over deliver like you've never, ever, 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 ever seen before. I see yes. David says I do. Yes, I do. Mark says yes. Gary says yes. Super excited. I love you, man. Cece says yes. I see you thumbs up, and I want to know from Sebastian. All right. So allow me to enlighten you. Um, Oh, wait, let me address something first. Roxanne says, so this tool helps to extinguish the business on fire, high-end businesses with good reviews who can pay for maintaining their reviews, anything on competitor analysis, how to rank better insights. I'm not sure what the question is. I think I've lost the question there, but to reply, just in general, yes, this business will help businesses either maintain their reputation or make it better, right? Like I said, sometimes a business already has a lot of great reviews, but they're not capitalizing on that. They're not addressing it, right? And they can get a lot of additional revenue in by doing that. Another thing is, sometimes, which every business has, there's no business that only has good reviews. They have bad reviews, right? We definitely see this in the food industry, right? Restaurant industry, but also gyms and spas. Just have bad reviews. It happens. And if those are not being addressed and you don't know where they're coming from, Yelp, Facebook, I mean, the business is just clueless on how to deal, and they have existing clients to work with, so they just need you. They just need you, right? And you rank better, obviously. That's a good point right there. You rank better on Google My Business by doing this. There we go. Does this app has the capability to request a review by text message and email? So it's awesome that you say that. We're working on that. We already capabilities to request reviews from audiences, one of them being through a QR code, and more will follow, because we've seen that as a really powerful thing to do as well. So good point right there. And yeah, we do actually have a method right now to actually request reviews from people that visited the place by providing the business with a QR, and some of our early bird students charge extra for putting that together. What channels does this collect from? I've already, you know what? Let me just go to the bundle deal, and I think that will clarify a lot of the stuff, right? So here we go. Google My Business, Facebook, Yelp, Trustpilot, Capterra, Amadeus, Foursquare. You can integrate in all just one click, right? So you can grab all the reviews from all those places from one particular business in one click into your dashboard. So you can manage and maintain them from one single dashboard, right? You can even bulk schedule and publish Google and Facebook posts. So you can even start posting, right? You can improve reputation scores across the board. There's metrics you see that you can keep chart. You get a chart that you can send to businesses. You can manage customer reviews totally hands-free. You can acquire more customers with improved search engine rankings and visibility. You can track competitors and analyze their strategies. Increase local search traffic easily if you address a lot of those reviews. Optimize your GMB presence, collect video reviews. So this is what I think Ivan is one of the things. Like I said, we're heavily working on this. This is the first one that's completely done. You can collect video reviews through QR code scanning. You can boost sales by building trust and credibility. Build a list of everyone who leaves a review. Charge businesses a monthly fee for taking care of their reviews and reputation. No tech skills required. You don't need to be a genius to operate this. A kid off the street can do this. 100% cloud-based, so you're not like, oh, I forgot my laptop at home. No, you can operate this from anywhere. Just log in anywhere where there's an internet connection. Free commercial license to help you start a brand and online reputation management, so ORM agency. You offer brand and online reputation management services as a side hustle if you already have any existing services. Um, Awesome. Yes. Gary says that platform makes you an expert in the field. Yeah, perfect. Free reseller license, free white label license to Opreacher, the some of the bonuses, free reseller license to our done for you lead funnel, and a reseller license to Leads Profiter. So for those of you that don't know, these are some of the successful softwares we opened up in the past. You get a reseller license to those just on the house. So that is what you're getting on top, just the main commercial license. Now we're also giving you access to the unlimited version. Now what you're gonna love about the unlimited version is you're also gonna get, let's see, unlimited data storage. So with the normal version, there's like a cap on how many businesses, etc., etc. You don't have to worry about that if you have the bundle, which I highly encourage you. You'll see why. First of all, being you get unlimited everything, you get priority 24/7 VIP support. We literally have a separate support team that handles inquiries from the unlimited group. Once again, free commercial license. You get an automated review campaign. So this is what I showed you. This is included in the unlimited, where you can automate replies, right? That's probably the most godlike feature in software. It automates a lot of this stuff. Integrate email autoresponders to add collected email addresses and send them email hands-free. Bulk schedules, I already mentioned this, yada yada yada. I think that, so you get a lot of obviously what you already get here, along with the main distinguishers are you integrate email autoresponders and the automation of reviews and our separate support team. Mike says, I would like to hear more about the QR code feature. With the QR code is scanned, does it go directly to a specified review site? So yeah, you can set that up as is, where you want the audience to leave their review. That's where it will show up. So if the business just place their QR code on the counter, at the checkout, at the reception. They just print it out. You send it to them. They print it out, and then whenever people leave, like if you had a great experience and it says like, please leave us a review. If you had a great experience, and the person leaves a review, and it just shows up on your dashboard, right? So it's super easy to set up. Now on top of that, and this, oh, I'm not sure if you're ready for this one. You're gonna love this one. This one is where we're gonna make it so utterly hands-free for you, as we're literally gonna give you a full-blown ready-made website agency with proposals, graphics, and contracts to just get started from the get-go. The moment you leave this webinar, you have a local reputation agency business in a box, right? It's all set up. You get a client area to manage your clients, save time using our proven to convert scripts that we've used ourselves. You help customers, obviously. You unlock access to a professional and animated sales video that we've paid our copywriting and animation designer to create. We sat down with both of them. Cost us a lot of money, but it's a really good converting video that we hand over to you that you can use to sell more businesses into getting reputation management hands-free, right? So we set up a full-blown reputation agency for you. So ladies and gentlemen, I just have a question right now. Are you loving the offer so far? I mean, we've put a lot of work into this. I want some feedback. Just to recap for you, what you're gonna get is the main license of LocalCentric. You get the unlimited upgrade, which removes all limitations, 24/7 support, and the automations of replies to reviews, and the done for you management software where you get, or agency, where you get a website and are proven to convert scripts to follow up and send to businesses. So let me know, are you loving it? Just give me a quick yes or amazing or excellent in the chat box. I need to see if it's worth our while here. I see Cyril Lab says amazing. Aiden says excellent. David says, what a great automated local series. Ah, I love you guys. I love you. I see sounds great. Greg says sweet. Awesome. Perfect, perfect. With that being said, if you love this already, you're absolutely gonna lose it of what I'm about to show you next. Right? I see really great, says Sebastian, and very impressive. Now here we go. What I'm gonna show you next, you're gonna love this. We're gonna give you an augmented reality HC setup as well. And this is something I just wanted to add in there for fun because some clients we upsold, and I'm not really a big fan of upsells, but we noticed that everything's going virtual, right? We already see with Web3 and augmentation and virtual reality, it's kind of the next big thing. So we are slowly already playing in that direction as well. Um, so we gave some augmentation features, how to create like 3D images or unlock filters for Instagram and all that cool stuff. We helped some businesses out with that, and we created a small little agency for that we're looking to expand. But we kind of create a business in the box out of that as well, right? So you can create augmented reality campaigns in literally 60 seconds, virtual try-on campaigns for trying products on oneself. So if you want to see like how a dress looks or how does this chair fit in your living room, some businesses really need that too, right? They have that option for clients. So we create that for them as well. One-click share campaigns, PayPal, Stripe included. Perfect for local business still recovering from the COVID aftermath. So people can shop from the comfort of their own home. You get white label rights. You get we connect to live class meetings and webinars. Obviously, you want to know a little bit more about how it works. You get white label right, white label rights. There we go. To social multi links, which helps you basically get Earl Schultner's on Instagram and TikTok, and just gives you training right there. You get hybrid marketo, a marketplace for freelancers, and white label rights to site making and cloning. So this is something additional. We thought, you know what, this is not even open for release yet, but let's do them a favor because it's the launch party. Let's add it in there. It's powerful. You definitely like it when you're gonna play around with it. I'm not gonna dive in it too much, but it is impressive, and you will be one of the first ones to catch the trend, which are most of the times the place where you make the most money when you're early, right? So we're adding that one in. And then I think the thing you care the most about is we're gonna make sure you have unlimited traffic, right? So you get 100% done for you traffic, get traffic without lifting a finger, traffic that's proven to convert. We're gonna make sure that's all in there for you. So I hope you're still or love the bundle even more now. So if we recap the whole lot, you get the main license, the unlimited upgrade, the done for you augmented agency, the unlimited traffic, and I forgot to mention the white label. You get the full white label rights on everything that we're giving you here today. So I hope you're super excited about that. Now, there's one thing you need to know, because in the beginning I said, hey, who's staying until the end? Because I'm gonna give you a special bonus. Let me know. And a lot of you stayed until the end. I think all of you did, right? So what is the special bonus? Here's the thing. I want to make sure that this was worth your time, right? That you're not like, well, I didn't have to watch the webinar for this. I could have just went straight to the page when it went live, right? Why would I want to make sure you're like, man, I'm so glad I sat down and watched this webinar because it changed my life. And that's the kind of effect I want to have. And therefore, I'm going to include a bonus that is only available, A, if you get the bundle, B, if you attended this webinar, which you already checked out for. So here's the thing. A lot of you know that I do really, really well in affiliate marketing, right? That's not a secret. You know it. You probably get a lot of emails from me, right? We do extremely well in affiliate marketing. It's nothing to lie about, right? We generate, I don't know, thousands upon thousands of affiliate marketing revenue, profit actually, straight commissions. So that's not something we're shying away of. We make a good chunk of our money from that as well. Now, what I'm gonna do for you, because you're attending this webinar and because you're taking action on the bundle, is gonna do something that regularly is only exclusively available to my highest of highest ticket inner circle students. This is gonna be really exciting. For those of you that don't know, I also teach and coach and mentor affiliate marketing like none other, right? I know it like the back of my hand. Even the greatest in the industry, I help them with their affiliate marketing campaigns, getting traffic, how to sell, what to write in the email, how to just pick up an offer that's being sold and promote it and make commissions. So I take literally full-blown newbies like Marie, right? For over 9 months since I started my affiliate marketing business, I've been struggling to make commissions. I spent time and money to build a list and they still won't buy from me. I couldn't figure out what the problem was, but then I came across my commission shortcut, coaching program, which is the coaching program I invented. And my story changed. I have now made back-to-back commissions from the list I built using Victory's promotional sequence and done for you marketing emails I provided. The resources are indeed a gold mine, right? And she started making just an additional $300 just from affiliate marketing. Now, Michael says, I'm only 1 week old as an affiliate, and here are my results. I did over 2K and earned 1K in affiliate commissions. I've done 52 sales, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, by the way, Victory is my mentor, so you can tell he's racing another leaderboard crusher, right? The list goes on, right? I can do this all day long. We have Federico. I tried affiliate marketing in the past, and to be very honest, I failed terribly. Not because I'm dumb or anything, but I chose to do things by myself without proper guidance. When I finally decided to do the right thing by enrolling into commission shortcut program, the mistakes I was making were revealed to me, yada yada yada. I have made 4K in pure commissions the last 7 days, and he attached a screenshot of him doing so. And I'm not joking, guys. The list goes freaking on. Seeing myself as a #1 on a leaderboard in less than 4 hours of the launch is crazy and would have never been possible without the commission master himself. And he mentions my name. I personally call the affiliate commission profit. So why am I showing you this? Why the hell do you care about that? Now, here's what I'm going to do. As a bonus, I'm going to give you my high ticket affiliate coaching. How's that for a bonus? This is an offer that on its own, you would have to pay thousands of dollars for. So let me know, do you appreciate my affiliate marketing coaching that I can turn you into a success in as a bonus on this offer? Let me know in the chat box if you just love that. This is a high ticket mentorship offer I usually sell. I can actually pull up the sales page for it, right? If let me just do that so you know I'm not making a joke. Let me go to commission shortcuts. Wait, commission. There we go. Let me just show you guys what, and like the success stories from this are insane. And wrong side. There we go. My commission shortcut. There we go. Rip. Right. So this is the kind of a video I shoot, a whole webinar at my house where I reveal some of this stuff, and I go all in, guys. All the students back to back. I've shown you some. I haven't even shown you half of the success stories. A lot of results from my own, from other students, the hand holding. This is something I teach also in person in my local market. Like a lot of people that have helped. I don't know if you guys know Mosh Bari, like a big guy in the JV Zoo part of things, saying, hey, credit goes to Victory. I used one of his techniques, nothing complicated, only took an attitude to help customers better. Immediately made a lot more revenue. Misan, Silent Crusher, Ushe. Like when it comes to affiliate marketing, guys, I'm your guy. I know I'm not even gonna brag about it. I'm your guy, but it is expensive to work with me because that is one of my most powerful skills that I took a lot of time to develop. So I should be compensated for dearly. But if you take action on the bundle right now, I'm gonna include it on top of everything I'm already giving you. I'm not only going to give you LocalCentric, main license, unlimited, done for you, augmented, unlimited traffic, the white label, but also giving you access to features of my commission shortcut, which is the 100+ done for you list building funnels, the 100+ done for you lead magnets that we use to get traffic and sell our traffic, the done for you email swipes that convert with our email promos, and a lot more. I see. I love it. I'm sold, says Garage. Thank you so much. I just got Victory. I love you guys. I love you guys. You guys are great. So I just wanted to put that in there to make it worth your while for attending this webinar. Everybody that doesn't attend this webinar will not get this, right? I see Martin says, fantastic. I love it. Yes, I love it. Perfect. So this is, you don't have to do affiliate marketing, right? It's not necessary because I believe I saw someone, well, you don't have it, instead of you do you can do both. You can, because managing a reputation agency doesn't take a lot of time, right? You just and pull the data and just keep an eye on the reviews, but in the meanwhile you can make money doing some affiliate stuff, right? So I just wanted to give you best of both worlds. You don't have to use it, but it's still a lot of value, and you can get a lot out of it maybe later down your journey if that's when you want to use it. So The total investment to turn yourself into an expert marketer overnight would be 2,997, right? That's the very least I could ask you for every freaking team that has pretty much total value of 13,000. But the real world value, if I would ask you monetary money, it would be 2,997. Now, that's the investment when we release it to general public. Now, you're not quite general public, you're the public that's attending the launch party. So here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to charge you 4,997, right? I'm going to drop it down. I'm going to drop it down to 997. Now, I just have a question. Has anyone here ever been to a webinar that pitched the 997 offer, right? You kind of go through a little sob story. They how do I say, they spoon feed you a little bit of info, and then you get a 997 offer pitch at the end, right? Ivan, is there a feature of filtering reviews? Yeah, there is. Giving a low rating to be direct to the business as an email. Yeah, hopefully we review on the public platform. If you don't have this feature, yeah, we've great. I believe we have it. Maybe not to the extent you're mentioning, but like the developing team is still with us. Like we still recommend things we want to have in there because we use it ourselves as well. But I believe we have a good portion of what you're saying, like the filtering part and then the redirection. I believe we do. Awesome. So with that being said, oh, Cece, wait, Cece, let me do you a quick favor. If you're still here, let me send you a hidden link because you know you have a medical appointment and you gotta run. So what I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna make sure you're set. So this is a private link to you, Cece. Boom, right? So here we go. 997, the point I was trying to make is a lot of people just dump you in a members area with hours of video content, nothing practical, and you just sit and binge and sit and binge, and meanwhile, nothing's changing in your bank account or in your life. Now, if I were to charge you 997, you would have something practical, something you can take to the field and close clients right away, not something you have to sit down and just binge information videos all day long that doesn't change a thing, right? So even if I were to charge you 997, it would be better than most BS that's out there that's just having you sit down and consume information. Now, I'm not going to charge you 997 as well. I'm going to drop it down one more time, and I have a question for you. I have a question for you. If I drop it down one more time, everything that I said, plus the bonuses, to 347 one-time payment, do you think that's a fair price? For every freaking thing I'm giving you, do you think 347 is a fair price? Just let me know. Yes or yes. Or no. Let's see. Do you think 347 is a fair price in comparison to everything that I'm giving you? Mike. Yeah, no offense. It's your right. It's your opinion. I'm asking a yes or no. Aiden says yes. Like I'm giving you my years of experience on affiliate marketing. I'm giving you done for you agency website that cost us thousands of dollars to create ourselves. I'm giving you the software we've spent months to develop ourselves for 347. Let alone your first client will pay you $1,000 at minimum. I recommend you not to sell your services below that. Maybe if you want to do 500, you want to do a solid for the business, but that first client already pays for everything you're getting here. So you would say it's reasonable, right? I see Gary saying yes, Aiden says yes, Cece says yes. I see someone saying I'm in. With the affiliate training, there's no brainer. It's worth every penny. Reasonable. Awesome. So here's what I'm gonna do. And I see you, Mike. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop it down. So good fun. I'm gonna address this right away because I'm just not the type that shies away from a comment. Mike says restaurants are not going to spend $1,000 for this. My friend, I actually have someone on payroll for 2,000 as we speak. And share me your email. I'm happy to share screenshots of that person with you because business owners understand the importance of this. Business owners understand that their reputation is everything and that a measly $1,000 is nothing compared to the behemoth of a business they run and the cost they have on other parts of the business that do not result into getting more clients or customers. Awesome. So with that being said, Pauline says, is that a one-time or a lifetime fee? It is one-time, lifetime indeed, right? And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do you guys a solid. I'm gonna offer you a special bundle deal for the next 25 people, and that's no cap. After 25, we actually have 2 pages created. One page is for the first 25, the other one is for the rest. I'm gonna offer special bundle deal and drop the price one more time for the first 25 people. I'll do it for 297. So that's another 50 bucks off the whole lot. And that one is only for the first 25 people. If you want to be one of the first 25, comment bundle right now and I'll share the link so you can get access. And obviously, don't hold me accountable to the 1,000 or 2,000. It changed a little bit per capita. Like Aiden, fair point. Aiden says in Ireland, I'd be happy if they pay me $100 per month and I'd just go with volume. And of course, that's the point. Don't be like, oh, he said 1,000, so I need 1,000. Use your brain, right? If you want to be one of the 25 and only pay 297, comment bundle right now and I'll share the link in the chat box. Let's see, bundle. I see Pauline, Mark, Greg, Ivan, Zambrana. Okay, I see you guys. I'm gonna share the link with you. And I hope you're one of the first 25. Let me know if you got in. I'm gonna put on a timer. I know it's cliche. I know it's the urgency thing, but my time is limited here as well. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to take a decision if you want to build a unique and powerful agency. And I don't care, even if you charge businesses 250 bucks a month, take 4 businesses on, that's 1,000 a month for managing their reputation, right? Just have a unique service that can help a business, plus you get our bonuses, right? So I'll share the link in the chat. I'll send it to Zambrana as well, send to all. There we go. Let me know if the link works for you. Let me know if you got in. When you go to the page, right there on the top, you'll see the buy button with the discounted price of 297. Just click on buy now. Oh, I don't think this button is working. Maybe you have to scroll down to the second button. Let's see. Let me double check that. All right. Is it right? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's working. So you actually click on the price. Click on the price. Click on the price. Click on the price. Yeah, I know. I already see all the comments. The buttons don't work. Click on the price one. I'm not sure what happened here. Maybe because of the animations, it's kind of got moved. But click on the price for the people that are like, no, the button's not working. Click on the price. Yeah, and then it will take you to checkout for the discounted price. Mark is in. Mark, congratulations, brother. Welcome to the LocalCentric family. You're going to get everything as promised. As a matter of fact, check your email inbox already. You should already expect and see some emails coming through. I love you for taking action, for believing in yourself, and I can't wait to see your awesome results, both with your agency and in your affiliate marketing journey. Mark, you made a very wise and profitable decision, brother. Here's to your success. For all the other people, once again, if you're like, no, the button is not working, simply click on the price of the button instead of the button itself. And if all else fails, I think there's another button here, and it's the same story. Click on the price of the button instead of the button itself. Awesome. Right, so let's see. Aiden is in. Aiden, congratulations. If I'm not mistaken, Aiden, you were already planning on starting a reputation, a brand management agency, right? Am I correct? So this is perfect for you, brother. Awesome. He says yes. Yeah, Aiden, congrats. Like as it was fate or destiny that you attended this webinar here today. What's the coincidence? What are the odds? So congratulations. I mean, this is a perfect tool for making it happen. I see Cyril Lamb says done. I'm into. Congratulations. Congratulations. Super excited for you. Done. I'm into. I'm in. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. I see another person is in. Think they can work well together. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Awesome, guys. You're fantastic. You're action takers. I freaking love it. I see so many businesses being helped because of you. Because you can simply email a business saying, hey guys, I noticed you get a lot of reviews. Would you maybe like some help with maintaining and managing those reviews, getting the most out of the 5-star ones and turning the bad ones into great ones? If so, reply to my message and we'll have a chat. With that being said, hey Girish Patel, I love you guys. Thank you for being here, and you're in as well. Congratulations, my man. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Awesome, awesome. You guys are freaking fantastic. I'm gonna look at the timer. We got about 40 seconds left. I'm gonna share the link one more time in the chat box in case you missed it. Other than that, I'm looking forward to seeing you take action. Don't let this collect digital dust on the digital hard drive. You have something practical. You have something you can use now. Go out there and use it, right? Use it to the best of your abilities. There is training inside, there's demo videos. There's no excuses for you not to just reach out to a business and say, hey, you have a lot of awesome reviews. Do you need some help managing them? Let's have a chat. You offer your price and take into account what's kind of normal in your area to charge. Like you can't charge thousands of dollars if your currency doesn't have the power to do that, right? So be wary of that and come with the best of intentions to each business to help their reputation, and they will love to help you out as well with your business. It's easy. It's a win-win for everyone. Awesome. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the timer is done. I think all the spots are filled. If not, you still might be lucky. The link is there in the chat box. And if you're in, if you haven't mentioned it yet, feel free to let me know so I can congratulate you. And other than that, I just want to ask, and this is my last question to you guys. Thank you all for being here. And my question is, did you enjoy today's webinar? Wasn't it some, did you enjoy it, right? Was it pleasable to watch? And this is for us to know, the people that come after you, if we need to change anything. Like I always say, your audience is your biggest judge. You can learn the most from them. So just getting some feedback. If you love the webinar, let me know. If you hated it, by all means, let me know. Like I'm not only about the highlights, full transparency across the board. Pauline, congratulations. Martin says informative and entertaining. Awesome, man. That's a nice one to hear. It was awesome. Gary says everyone out there, due to the corona pandemic, this platform is great. You will not regret it. I've been monitoring replacing my lost job. This is an awesome deal. Don't let it go. Thank you, Girish, for encouraging other people. Great webinar. Thank you. Awesome. That gives me the feeling that I've left my all here today, knowing that I can go and finish my dinner or go to bed tonight with a big smile on my face, knowing I delivered everything I could deliver to the best of my abilities. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you. Prices will be updated in the email. No thanks, show me the front end. Yeah, so Pauline, you have the bundle deal. So the bundle deal is, if I go back. So this is the last question I answered. So bundle is everything. Like you made a smart decision. I hope, I believe you did. You said you're in. Bundle means you get all of this bundled together at a discounted price. Like if you were to get each of these things separately, you wouldn't even bother getting it, right? So the take me only to the front end means you'll only get this little thingy right here, not this, not this, not this, not the done for you setup, not the emails, not the this. So that means the front end. I hope that answered your question right there, right? No, you made a smart decision. You got the whole lot, which set you up for inevitable success without any limitations, because the front end only has like the main software and that's it. You can't do anything else. You don't have a website to redirect or refer people to, which you get at the done for you package, right? So you're all good there. Greg is in. Am I one? Yeah, you are. Yeah, if you got in for 297, then you are one of the first 25. Greg, congratulations, all of the other people as well. I love you. You have been great, and who knows? We'll talk soon. See you on the inside. Bye bye.